sacrifice everything every single day, bust my balls, have a 15-person team working around the clock to help me become the best boxer possible. And when I do something...
The fight that was supposed to be a spectacle turned into a shock. Jake Paul, the internet star turned professional provocateur, stepped into the ring against Mike Tyson, a name that echoes through the halls of boxing history like thunder on the horizon, and then, in one swift moment, it all ended. A clean, crushing right hand from Tyson sent Jake Paul crashing to the mat. Not staggering. Not wobbling. Collapsing. It was the kind of knockout that doesn't just end fights, it ends delusions. Jake's face, dazed and marked by the sheer power of a true heavyweight, said it all. The punch that landed didn't just knock him down, it erased months of build-up, months of marketing, months of bravado, but what made headlines even more than the punch was what came after. Jake didn't just lose, he reportedly tried to call off everything. The rematch talk, the hype cycle, the post-fight press. Gone. Evaporated like his confidence. This wasn't just a defeat, it was a complete unraveling.
You got a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that ever lived.
Before the knockout, there was madness. When the Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight was first announced, it was like throwing gasoline on a fire. The internet exploded. Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, all flooded with opinions. Analysts debated whether Jake could hold his own, or if this was a publicity stunt gone too far. Fans picked sides. Memes flooded in. The event became more than a boxing match, it became a cultural moment. Jake Paul, ever the showman, basked in it. With his undefeated streak, he leaned hard into the narrative that he was not just a YouTuber anymore, but a serious boxer. He taunted Tyson's age. Questioned his speed. Claimed his time was up. He styled himself as the future of the sport, ready to topple the king and wear the crown, but in doing so, he made a critical mistake. He underestimated the man behind the myth.
Every time these fighters sit across from me and it's YouTuber, it's Disney Channel, all that shit, and then you end up on the fucking canvas and you'll see.
Mike Tyson didn't need to respond with words, his silence spoke volumes. The former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, once known as the baddest man on the planet, had faced pressure before. He had faced giants. He had faced legends. Jake Paul's social media jabs and flashy soundbites were nothing new to him. When asked about Jake's trash talk, Tyson replied with simple, powerful lines. He didn't boast. He didn't snap. He promised to remind the world why he was feared in every corner of the ring. The fight, he said, would not just be a contest, it would be a reckoning. Then came the fateful press conference. On August 18, 2024, Tyson didn't just show up. He arrived. Calm, composed, and focused. The room went quiet the moment he entered, and not because of his words, but his presence. This wasn't just a fight to him. This was legacy.
Be in good shape because your health depends on it.
That's when Tyson flipped the script. With cameras rolling and media watching, he announced a new rule: the fight would only be decided by knockout. No points. No decisions. No technicalities. If you wanted to win, you'd have to make your opponent fall and stay down. The room froze. Then erupted. Even seasoned journalists couldn't believe it. But Tyson wasn't finished. He added another layer: surprise, randomized drug testing. Not the standard pre-fight procedure. He wanted tests at random times, with no warning, no schedule, and no excuses. It was clear, Tyson wanted this fight to be clean, raw, and undeniably fair. And it was also clear who he was pointing the finger at. Jake Paul, whose career had faced constant whispers about shady decisions and questionable wins, was now under the microscope.
Rounds. You want to make it 10 threes? Don't talk to me about shape. Don't talk to me about shape.
Stay in shape, you all right?
You want 10 threes?
Okay.
You want 10
Jake didn't take it well. Almost immediately, his team started pushing legal arguments, claiming that Tyson's new rules violated the original agreement. But there was a problem. Back in March, Jake had already agreed to let Tyson set the conditions. No fine print. No hidden clauses. Just mutual understanding. And now, with the stakes raised, Jake seemed to be second-guessing everything. The media had a field day. Headlines everywhere questioned Jake's confidence. Pundits suggested he was looking for a way out. Others saw it as a last-minute attempt to protect an image that was already cracking. Tyson, for his part, remained unmoved. He'd seen these tactics before. He wasn't playing games. His message was clear: you want to fight? Then fight. But don't change the rules when they stop working in your favor.
Wherever, whenever, I don't give a fuck, so it's all.
As the days passed, Jake Paul's resistance became headline news. Sports shows debated every move. Was Jake stalling? Was he genuinely concerned about fairness? Or was this another chapter in the playbook of distraction and deflection? Jake claimed the no TKO rule was a trap. He said the random testing was a smear campaign. But the public wasn't buying it. For many fans, it looked like fear dressed as strategy. And when a fighter begins explaining the rules more than preparing for the match, it rarely ends well.
Like he wanted to be a Navy SEAL before he started boxing. Like in high school, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He wanted to go kill people on behalf of his country.
In a surprising twist, Jake's brother Logan Paul stepped in, publicly defending him in interviews and clips. Logan tried to reframe the entire narrative. He told stories about Jake's childhood dreams of joining the military, of being disciplined, focused, driven. He compared Jake to a soldier, a warrior in training who was now proving his mettle in the ring, but it didn't stick. Audiences who had watched Jake build his career through pranks, controversies, and viral antics found the new version hard to accept. It felt less like a revelation, and more like a rebranding effort. Tyson, when asked about Logan's comments, barely blinked. His response was short, honest, and devastatingly clear: I'm not going to stand there and let him hit me. This is a real fight.
Hit me, just put my chin out there and let me.
That single sentence became a moment of truth. While Logan and Jake tried to sell a new story, Tyson didn't play along. He wasn't interested in backstories or redemption arcs. He cared about skill, strength, and performance. In the ring, nothing else mattered. It didn't matter who had more followers. It didn't matter who made better YouTube thumbnails. It didn't even matter who had the better win-loss record. What mattered was whether you could throw, and take, a real punch, and with that, the lines were drawn.